If you want to know about the PCA, it's at PokerStars_PCA. If you want to get in touch with us here today, just tag your tweets PCALive. Don't say direct them at anyone. Just hashtag them.
As long as we're on the subject, there is a Twitter account called @StapesMom that's constantly tweeting her phone number, and unfortunately that one is real.
130 total.
And Mom, just please stop. You're embarrassing me.
Can you imagine if that was the precise moment that your parents decided to take an interest in your work and decided to tune into this live stream to see what you were like?
I just know that I'm drawing so dead at them taking any interest whatsoever in what I'm doing as well.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
At least they finally now know what it is, right?
Thank you, John.
You know what my mom said when I told her what I do for a living over Christmas? She goes, "Oh, online poker. I've seen that on the news." That's what she said.
10-40-80.
Oh, we're up.
Still with roughly half the chips in play.
I said, oh no.
As the blinds go up. 40,000, 80,000 with a 10,000 ante.
Nick, how much do you have? 3.6?
Carry Cats now with fewer than 10 big blinds.
Scatter.
3.9.
Some would call that a shove fold stack. Carry Cats? Not so much.
Tony has just tweeted, watching Doc Sands on the live stream is like watching paint dry.
I've seen worse. I can't give him too hard of a time. He seems to have improved.
AO says, finally tuned into the PCA live stream. Go Nick Schulman or Scott Seaver.
Just making sure. Before I put in a silly amount here.
Scott double checking the blinds before making this raise.
You would have made it the exact same amount.
60,000.
You would have.
Yeah.
A min plus raise.
No, that is a min raise.
I thought he said 170. Excuse me, James. Thank you.
I would like to bring back the hold music that we used at EPT Prague, but sadly I blew the entire budget on the 30 seconds that we played. Music licensing, it kills you, you know.
Well, I'm so tone deaf that I could probably hum it without ever getting caught. And I think, considering we're in the islands, it should be the girl from Ipanema, even though I understand that Ipanema's in Brazil. It just seems to fit.
No betting action on the flop after Doc Sands called Seaver's raise out of the big blind.
Queen eye still good. Scott looking to hit a pair, doesn't get it.
Check on the turn. Anyone want to take a stab at it on the river?
Jack high.
Nope.
Queen eye pipped again, Scott Seaver. He does that silent scream quite a bit. I'm just glad that Scott's migraines aren't troubling him during this trip. It was really, really weird watching him get a scalp and beard massage.
So a reminder of the password for the free roll, which starts at 7:15 this evening. 2 hours time. Blom is the word you need to type in the box to get registered for that game. You'll find it in the PCA section of the PokerStars tournament lobby.
Or blow M.
Tony asks on Twitter, is there any chance, Stapes, that you cannot be sarcastic for 90 seconds?
Yeah, sure. I'll do my best.
We've got a stopwatch standing by. Let's see if you can do 90 seconds. Well, actually, we've got an all-in here. Katz shoved the button. Nick Schulman called from the big blind with ace-9. Katz has got the worst hand, and he is at risk.
Katz does have a hand with a lot of possibilities.
Once again, it's kind of 55-45.
Not much worse than a flip.
Well, two pair there for Schulman. Gut shot now for Katz.
significantly reduces his outs.
Cat's best hope to see a jack. What will the turn bring? A 3, so just a jack will save carry Cats. Any other card, and we are down to 3. There are 4 jacks in the deck. And there's one of them on the river. Carry Cats gets another double up.
Well played, Carry Cats. Oh, I almost made it. Was that 90 seconds?
Not quite.
Homie.
710.
You were short by 15 seconds. You managed 75 seconds.
It's like an online hand.
Well, being sarcastic there makes it seem like I am critical of the way he played the hand, which I am not.
It's 4 straight on the river.
Yeah.
See, you shouldn't have made that joke.
4 straight.
Yeah, but somebody had to go through all of the trouble.
How much was the all-in for?
How did they get my real mom's phone number? That's the question.
Rob would like to point out that the people slating Doc Sands have obviously never watched the Copenhagen EPT heads-up battle. Good point, well made, Rob. Thank you for that tweet. Hashtag PCALive if you want to get in touch with us.
Rather lucky dealer.
So now 19 big blinds for Cats. So he can fold his way back to 10 again.
No, that was hard to get on the sarcasm meter. That clocked in at like a 6.5.
I have been known to make sarcastic comments every now and then.
How about this one? The doctor is in. Hold on, I have to wait till he calls or raises. Hold on.
Do it again.
Hold on, give me a second. Or a minute, as it were. The doctor is in.
Oh, I thought there was, then you were going to say what he was in, like in the house or in...
No, that's just a phrase, like the doctor is in.
Okay.
Is there a doctor in the house? Yes, there is.
If you're trying out material now that you're auditioning for
All
the
on
TV
the
shows,
short
this
list.
is, no, this is all on
that
the...
one's good. I'm rating that one a 4 out of 5, actually, based on audience reaction. That reaction being that no one hung themselves after they heard it. Nick Schulman just calls with King 10 suited from the small blind. Scott defends as well.
You know that Siva has a 9. It's an ace, deuce, 5 flop with 2 diamonds. Siva checks. Both check to the razor.
See what the pre-flop progressor is gonna do. The doctor is in.
Seriously.
Fold, fold. My mom's a hottie.
I want to know who has gone to the effort of setting up this account and then actually sending regular tweets from it.
Someone with a very active and flourishing social life, obviously.
PCALive. Ideally, use your own Twitter account and don't set up a fake one. AJ got in touch to say that he's watching the PCA Super High Roller final table while grinding 2 No Limit Zoom. Ironic? Maybe, but still a great afternoon.
I don't know if it's ironic.
And Nick pointing out it's the second time somebody's caught a 3-outer on the river, although this time it was a 4-outer on the river. Makes me sweat to wait for that card. Sick. I have just realized something really important.
What, that carry catch just called out of the big blind with his stack?
Yeah, that's kind of bad, but this is worse.
Oh boy.
We got to the end of the level,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't take a break.
Yeah, I realized the same thing.
And there's now 50 minutes to go till the next break, and I kind of don't think I'm going to make it.
Does that mean you're going to leave Daddy alone? With
I'm
the,
going to be honest with you. I'm
kids?
genuinely scared about leaving you on your own.
It's okay. It's going to be fine. Daddy's going to take good care of you guys while Mommy's in the bathroom.
I'll just see this hand through to its conclusion.
Carry Cat's calling out of the big blind. Not really getting much value out of his top pair. Let's hope he doesn't fold it at least. Nick Schulman cannot win the hand. Looks like now Mr. Katz is going to go for some value. Don't think he can call with ace high.
It's a fold. And he does fold. Okay,
We got like
be a
5
good boy
bet,
while I'm
king
gone.
bet there,
Oh,
or
I
raise,
will.
3 bet, 4 bet, 4 bets.
Let's all bid
I
adieu to
raised,
James
4 bet
Hardigan,
all in, king jack, and
who's
he
what we
bet, 3
in the
bet calls,
entertainment
king
biz
ten.
going 10-100 right now. Scott Seaver talking to Golfa, Ryan D'Angelo on the rail. You may remember him for flipping out at a final table here a few years ago. Nick Schulman still second in chips. Look at the magic happening on that screen, huh? That's how magical poker can be sometimes.
Oh, this is not at all the right amount.
I love being alone with you guys, by the way.
There we go.
Scott Seaver raising the button.
Probably don't mind if I just make it like 260.
If the bathroom were further away, I would tell you guys some tales from my life, some things I need to get off my chest. I'll tell you one thing, I wasn't hugged enough,
You have like 2 points.
so that's out there. Feels good.
Sorry to keep asking you.
No problem.
Big Blair.
Like 2-2.
Behind.
Oh, behind?
No, whatever. Just whatever. You
Doc
like
interested
2-2
in
total.
Scott's
Okay.
stack.
1, 250. Yeah, 2-2.
Thanks, Scott.
I am interested in Doc's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, we know he's got the 9 ball. It's a defend. We're gonna see a flop. 1 out of 4 hold cards is known. And that 9, could it mean something? 10-9, 8-9, 7-9, all possible hands. Queen 9. Oh, thank God. Oh, it was a train wreck, James. Thank God you're back.
I knew you wouldn't be able to keep the ship on course. By the way, did I break my record from Barcelona?
No one was timing.
Oh, to be fair, I did break the record, but the toilet was significantly closer, therefore it doesn't count.
I also meant to say Jack 9, suited. I would have gotten there if James didn't interrupt me.
I'm now officially so bored of the Stapes Mum account that I'm going to block it. Boom, job done.
So what is Doc thinking about with top pair here? Calls the standard move, but, you know, Doc likes to take his time.
Scott's still playing the no-show game.
Doc checks again. Probably pretty confident about his hand. Wants to give Scott the chance to continue betting his bluffs.
Notice that Ike Haxton and John Aguiar have appeared on the rail behind Scott Seaver.
The internet must be down in their rooms.
10 on the river.
Well, some gut shots just got there. A gut shot, that is. Dwight Pilgrim also on the rail next to Ike. You can't see him in that shot.
400,000, the bet on the river.
Big chunk of Scott's stack. I think Scott could pretty easily have a hand like Jack 10 here, although that is pretty narrow. This would be a pretty tough fold to make. It's not really a terrible run out for Doc's hand. There's Dwight Pilgrim. Not camera shy, that guy.
So here's a question for you. The over-under on the amount of Doc Sands thinking time that's going to end up on the cutting room floor.
Doc calls. Scott doesn't love the call.
Scott doesn't want to show. And he does show ace high, ace king. And the Jack 9 is good and will win the pot.
Pretty weak triple barrel with a small bet on the end.
And Scott Seaver is now the short stack at the table with 1.5 million. By the way, Shane Green says, I love Seaver's shirt. Where can I get one? Seriously. Yeah, I shall now be a really good time to ask him about his shirt.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not really the hand I was hoping for.
I'm obviously looking for a reason to fold when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but that's not the hand I'm looking for you to have.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really have that many bluffs, though. I really don't. It's like ace, queen, ace, kings.
A lot of people on Twitter quite annoyed about the players not showing their hole cards
Still, not
to the
one I wanted
cameras.
you to have.
I'm kind of annoyed. I think they agree to show their hole cards when they sign up for the tournament.
Do we need to send in the hole card, please?
Right there, these two starring in the newest buddy comedy coming out next spring. Ike Haxton, Dwight Pilgrim. Wired pair.
What a complex of events. to get
The
to
roles
this
are
spot.
reversed. Dwight Pilgrim, the conservative one. Ike Haxton, the streetwise,
Series of events.
nerdy white cop. No love on wired pair? Come on.
It's beyond awful.
175.
Carry Cats makes it 175,000.
No longer the short stack.
Sands with pocket eights. Julio's just tweeted, Doc Sands tanks so much, sometimes you think the live stream is frozen.
I need an actual horn for that. It's almost post time here at the races. Ooh, just a call.
Jacks for
Oh.
Shulman.
I don't expect we're
I can't wait
seeing
till it's on me and I ask.
another call here. That's right, we still have
Minus
Scott
that.
Seaver in there. Haven't seen his cards yet.
So there's the raise from Shulman in the small blind.
And since Doc just called, it might be tough for him to give credit to Shulman for having a hand here. It does make a 3-bet more enticing.
515,000 total. Scott Seaver started the hand with 1.5 million. Actions on him in the big blind.
3-2, 3-3.
Less.
2-9.
Right around there. Fold.
Mr. Carey Katz folds his ace queen. I feel like there was a time where folding ace queen there would have been the right place some of the time. I don't know, playing against these guys, if you can ever raise fold ace queen in that spot. I just don't know, James.
Wow. One guy folds ace queen, the other folds eights.
I did not see it happening like that. Can we please see what the board was going to be? Please.
I guess I'm just raising too much.
I was definitely jamming too, wasn't it?
I think you got lucky then.
Don't forget that you can download the PokerStars TV app, the new version, the latest version. Allows you to watch the live streams, not just the archive TV shows. So you can watch PCA Live on the move. Remember, we're here today. We'll see this tournament through to its conclusion. And then we'll be back for the final table of the main event on Sunday the 13th. And then on Monday the 14th, we'll bring you the final table of the 25K High Roller. So 2 more live streams to come from the Caribbean.
That's the worst. Thinking 60, 80, 60, 80. I can't decide.
Raise. 165.
I mean, every hand, someone's got to stop you, and I'm gonna have to do it by going all in here.
All in.
Scott Seaver moves all in creative fashion.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever making that speech and then shoving with nonsense.
I showed it. Oh.
Oh, I really didn't want them to see this one.
Not an option, Scott.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We need a more legitimate show than that. That was a very illegitimate show.
You're still off.
You penalize this guy? Delay a game?
That's ironic.
That's very sportsmanlike.
Doc Sands calling for delay of game.
Excessive
Exceedingly,
sportsmanship.
yeah, exactly. Excessive sportsman.
I guess the correct one would be unnecessary sportsmanship.
Yeah,
You must have.
I like that.
Huh?
I don't know what you could have had on that hand you called me.
Oh, nothing. I just felt like burning 175.
Yeah. Ace 10
Got
suited.
bored, wanted a torch.
Freddie has just tweeted to say,
Just
watching
like
PCA from
yeah,
London,
Like 60,000
getting
lucky.
excited for PCA 14. I assume that Freddie's intention is to come and play the 2014 PCA. See you next year.
Okay.
Hey, he's guaranteed like almost $500,000 in this tournament. He can afford at least a dozen of those bananas.
What are the stacks?
He doesn't have to eat the ends even. Brown spot, throw it away. You're rich.
Thanks.
No, 3.3.
3.3.
The general consensus on Twitter is that folding the ace-queen there was pretty horrible by Katz.
Sorry.
By the way, in terms of poker analysis, we are going to be joined by Vanessa Russo from Team PokerStars Pro very shortly. Any questions you've got for Vanessa, get them in on email, nuts at pokerstars.tv, or tweet using that hashtag PCALive.
Vanessa Russo, you say? Small to big, ace queen. Could be trouble for Nick if he's got any kind of hand.
Jack 8 offsuit.
Thanks.
Not much of a hand for Nick Schulman. Lets it go.
Orc on Twitter asked, what happened in that Jacks versus 8s versus Ace Queen hand? Couldn't watch due to human want.
What? What does that mean?
I'm assuming he needed the bathroom or something.
Oh.
Well, it was Cats open with the Ace Queen. Doc Sands flatted with the 8s. The 3-bet from Schulman got the other players to fold, which was very surprising when you consider how shallow Cats is. I figured he'd go all the way with the Ace Queen.
But James, he donates a lot to charity. I don't think he's very shallow at all. Oh, sorry. Poker terms.
Raise 160.
You do realize that right now I'm looking at tweets from Stapes' grandpa.
Yeah, I
People are
know.
just
Down
creating
your chips, Carrie, to start the hand.
accounts
Just-
that
it's
I
under
have to
1.5.
block.
Like 1.45 or something. 1.45. Like that.
Cats is raised under the gun with 9-8 suited. Schulman maybe considering not 3-betting.
All in.
Nope. The ultimate 3-bet. The all-in.
Fuck.
And the bet gets through.
I think he had to know he was going to get a fold there.
Let's introduce our next guest on PCA Live. As advertised, a member of Team PokerStars Pro, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miss Vanessa Russo.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Vanessa.
Now, Vanessa, I've been told that not only are you able to speak fluent French, but you've also been working on your English accent.
Oh,
So
gosh.
as a genuine English person, I need to hear this accent in action.
Now it's like, oh my gosh, that's so much pressure right there.
Right.
Okay, I'll make you a promise. During the course of this webcast, I shall bust out my British accent.
just bust into
But
it, okay.
No, that was nothing. But I can't like do it on command, or it comes out sounding like my Chinese accent or my Indian accent or something.
When there's all that pressure on you, it's just...
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
thank
people
you.
are so much harder on you as well when they say, do it now.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just froze and want to pee my pants.
We don't want any accidents on this webcast, so...
Absolutely not. Oh,
there we go. Well, who was that?
Who is that
Did we
girl?
have someone English
I think
come
it's
in
Mary
for a
Poppins.
second?
A movie which is famous for one of the worst English accents of all time. It's courtesy of Mr. Van Dyke, who later confessed that his voice coach was actually Irish and also had no idea how to do a Cockney accent, which is why Dick ended up sounding so bad.
Yeah, they tell me that I sound posh when I do it. I guess I'm super
Story
formal.
checks out. Right there, the Queen of the Bahamas.
I love the pink buildings and all that. It's so bomb. All the colors really nice. I could live here. I really could.
I think a
Like,
lot
for
of
real,
people
I
would
definitely could
join
live
you.
here.
I feel like you might get a little stir crazy.
No, I'm easy to please. If I have a music studio, make some music, play some poker online, I'm happy.
That's right. You're DJing now, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you have a DJ name yet? Because I had some I wanted to pitch to you.
No. Well, I have a DJ duo that I'm doing, and we're called Deuces.
Okay.
But beyond that, I'm just gonna use my name.
That's not
I'm gonna
bad.
go all
DJ Vanessa Russo.
nonconformist. Yeah.
Okay. Specific.
What was the
Yeah.
name you'd come up with?
I was
Joe?
thinking I had two suggestions. I was thinking, did you ever watch the show Full House?
Yes, I did.
I was thinking DJ Tanner.
That's funny. That's actually funny.
Yeah. And then I was thinking this one. DJ Palindrome Immordnalat JD.
What the? Wait, one more time.
DJ Palindrome Immordnalat JD.
He's
so the
speaking
whole
English,
thing is
dude.
a
Is that English?
palindrome.
Oh my gosh, really? Wow.
The whole thing is a palindrome.
The
It's
whole-
spelled backwards and forwards the same way.
Wow. That's
It's
you're special.
Really, it's really
special.
catchy as well.
It's
It
Right.
just rolls off the tongue.
Plus, when it's on the marquee, everyone's going to know it's you because it's like 47 letters long.
Right. So, yeah. Well, if nothing else, you'd be known for that. So there you go. It's a good idea.
Stick
But
with
you
DJ Tanner.
No, I mean, I would have gone if I was going to do anything. Obviously, I'm Lady Maverick in poker. Like DJ Maverick made a little sense. But yeah, I'm not a nickname kind of girl. I'm more like just Vanessa Russo works.
She's posh.
I'm posh. Wait, no, say posh.
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 No, but they don't do no.
Posh.
Posh. All right, sorry
There
about
you
that.
go.
I told you, it's off the cuff. Every
That's
once
how
in a
they
while it
would
comes
say.
out wrong.
That's how they would say Porsche.
Porsche? Oh, say Porsche.
Porsche. Actually,
Okay, we
that's
won't
how
do
you
this the
said
whole
it.
show.
actually, I would say Porsche, which is the correct pronunciation.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the words with R's in them are particularly hard for me in my British accent.
Can I just ask why you've been working on a British
I
accent?
don't work on it. I just because there's so many people here, at Poker Stars who
Yeah.
have British accents, and so I hear them all day long. Either that or Scottish or Irish, and I'm always imitating them. I've got an absolutely great Scottish accent for you.
It's not bad. I'm really bad at
Not
accents.
that bad, lad. It's not that bad, right? I mean,
That's pretty. It's not bad at all. It's not bad
I don't
at
really
all.
say lad though. I
Bad.
think it's more mates than lads. Yeah, there you go.
Lad. No, the thing about the Scottish accent is that they're very sing-songy. When they're talking, it's like they're telling you a very exciting story. They start real low and then they get real high for you too.
Alas, our internet is down at the moment, so all of these Scottish viewers can't complain on
Aw.
But
Twitter.
this show is on the internet. Does that mean no one can hear us?
No one can hear me.
Okay, let me tell you what I really think about some of these poker players.
Fortunately, the power that sees us go out of the building is fine, but the power that gets stuff into the building is not so fine.
So, does that mean are we talking to ourselves right now?
No. We are broadcasting. I hope we're broadcasting to the world. We are. I just received a nod. We are broadcasting to the world. Hello, world.
We're
Alas, the
broadcasting.
world cannot talk to us.
But we're still talking to
Oh.
ourselves.
Okay. Well,
Basically, if you really want me to be boring, a ring main, which the router is connected to, has gone down, and that's why we have no internet.
I love it that you say
Oh.
router.
So what you're saying is the flux capacitor doesn't have the 1.21 gigawatts it needs.
No. But Joe, we'd love it if you could go and stand on the roof and be a lightning conductor for us.
You just said flux capacitor.
I did.
I love that. I mean, I don't really know what a flux capacitor is, but it sounds interesting.
Back to the
Fascinating.
Future. It's the thing from Back to the Future
Oh, is
that makes
it?
the car.
That's what it is?
It
Oh,
ma-
see,
it's what makes time travel possible.
Oh, really? I want one of those.
Anywho, let's just recap the action here. Sands raised pre-flop to 165k. Scott Seaver defended his big blind and went check on the flop. And now on the turn, Sands makes a delayed c-bet of 180,000. Decision on Seaver.
He's got just king high here.
Correct.
Yeah, so he's I mean, obviously because the player didn't bet on the flop, he's thinking, well, if he had an ace high, he'd probably check back here on the turn too. So he's probably wondering, either we're slow playing a pair, which slow playing a pair on that flop would be a little risky, but
Does have a gut shot as well.
And of course, Doc, having picked up the flush draw on the turn, then decided to bet. And the river pairs the board.
who acts first? I can't see the button.
It's Scott.
Okay.
Scott's in the big blind. He does check over to Doc, who checks behind, takes the showdown value with his 2 5s.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have gotten another bet out of Scott anyways, so there's no reason to really bet that river. Because you only really get called unless you're beat, unless maybe the ace high wants to be
Probably
hero.
missed
But king high
I
probably
don't
wouldn't
know.
want to be a
I
hero
don't
there.
think so. I think I was jamming.
He's jamming if he bets, makes it worthwhile. That's to scare
I
him
might
for the
have called.
future.
I might have folded. I honestly don't know.
That was pretty close.
Scott's scary. I'm scared of him.
Scott is very scary.
He
I
is.
could have done any of the three.
Because he
I
really
don't know
could
what
have
I was
done any
doing.
of the three.
I really don't.
All right.
He's a really, really great poker player. Very methodical.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
No, I mean it. I really like.
No, I know you do. I know.
Jurassic
I
Park,
don't
we're
know
back
what the fuck
online.
I was gonna do. I don't know if I was call folding or raising, which is why I almost just bet out. I'm like, well, I don't know. Pretty good idea when I don't know what the hell to do. I'm like, nah, I'll just thinking.
It's hard to guess what Scott Seaver's going to do when he doesn't know what he's going to do.
That's what I was thinking.
McShulman bumping it up. Suited king from the button. Over to Kerry, who, even though he's only got 1.1 million, has been known to call in these spots, and it looks like that is what he's doing.
Call. Too much. There we go.
I played with him for a long time on day one at the Bellagio recently of the WPT main event there. And yeah, he definitely plays very unconventionally. Really hard to put on a hand, actually.
He's fought pretty good here. Middle pair and a gut shot. Nick Schulman also hit this flop pretty hard. He's got the second nut flush draw.
2 overs.
How much is it?
The great thing is some of the reaction to your Scottish accent, Vanessa.
Oh gosh.
Sam says, as a Scottish person, it offended me.
Really?
Whereas
Oh.
Christopher says, as a Scotsman, I have to say that's not bad, actually. You have a polarizing Scottish accent.
I think I'm pretty polarizing in general. I'm sorry you're offended. Who's offended? Which one's offended?
Don't apologize.
No.
No, but I want to give him a personal apology. Maybe better.
No, because then everyone's going to be offended and we're going to be spending all...
Apologizing.
Yeah.
Well, no, we won't be doing that.
He can blow it out his bagpipe.
Wow.
By the way, the guy railing Carrie Katz is his good friend Mark, and I think we're going to see a call here. Sure enough, with the overcards
Wow.
and the flush draw,
It's
he
a flip.
Carey finally does. He's folded times after being bet into with pairs and hands. He probably, when he was raised, he folded pre-flop with ace-queen, and now he's finally done it in a spot where he's barely not even a coin flip.
Yeah, he has the best hand right now, but he's a statistical underdog. Shulman with 15 outs, 2 chances.
Yeah, Carrie's really just praying for no diamond turn, and then things get a lot better.
He wants Shulman to have another banana after that. There's
No
banana
diamond
number
on
one.
the turn. Is Katz going to get yet another double up? He survived twice so far. Can he survive a third time?
How much?
Yes, he will.
Wow. How do you fade 15 outs twice? That's hard.
Well, he's had a 4-outer the last time.
He hit a 4-outer?
Yep. And his buddy's happy.
Everyone else at the table, not happy.
Well, the interesting thing is that obviously we know that Doc Sands is the monster chip leader. He's got about 6 million. Carrie Katz is now second on the leaderboard. He's the second biggest stack with 2.37 million.
This is getting farcical.
Nick Schulman just behind him, and Scott Seaver, the low man, with 1.4 million. Well, actually, he's tied for second with Schulman. They've both got 2.37, and Seaver's bringing up the rear with 18 bigs.
Now we need a flip between Carey and Nick Schulman, like an absolute flip.
Well, the question is really whether players actually this result or would have preferred the other one. You know, it always comes down to, I mean, at this point, any single player, yes, is valuable, but also you have to get which player would you prefer to chips.
My guess is they would prefer Carey Katz, though.
That's the, you know, there are gives and takes to both types of things. But I mean, Carey's
That's a
also a
good
good
point,
player, but
actually.
you know.
Here's a tweet, Vanessa, from someone you've met before. A girl called Leva. She says, Vanessa, do you remember the Swedish girl on your left at the PCA ladies event last year? I was drunk and had never played before.
Yes,
It
I
was
actually
fun."
do remember her.
It's probably a bad thing that she remembers.
Yeah, she was funny. She pina coladas. She kept buying me pina coladas. It was so nice. I met her and I think her husband.
Were you drinking them, or were you quietly pouring them into a potted plant?
No, I mean, I think I was sipping on it. But they tasted so good. I don't know if you've ever had the pina coladas here at the Atlantis. But
Oh, I've had them.
They're bomb. They're really good.
If you ever have too many drinks at your table, I'll just swing by and you can hand them off to me. I have no
Okay.
take care.
So this is how things have changed. As far as Doc Sands is concerned, the rich have got richer. But Schulman and Seaver have lost a ton, and Katz is the biggest gainer of this level. By the way, there is a lot of love for you, Vanessa. Many people very glad that you're here, feeling that you've lifted the broadcast, that they can now listen to your voice rather than listen to us drone on incessantly.
That's literally what they said. Or are you just being nice to me?
No, that's not literally what they said. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. But
literally.
here's one, for example. AJ says, Vanessa's voice is making your broadcast much better, especially the accents.
Oh, I love you, AJ.
Button's good.
Too bad they can't smell the broadcast now, because that improved as well.
Wow, that's like a little TMI. But you know,
What we like to call overshare.
just a little overshare.
Classic me.
It's okay. I'm like, it's okay. I'm a little tired. I got to be honest. I was doing interviews all day from noon until 8:45, and so it's not 8:45 yet. So I'm still in it. But
They got to work,
I'm
you,
tired.
you French team pros.
Details for the $1,500 PCALive free roll, which kicks off in 1 hour 20 minutes. Blom is the password you need to win with a chance of winning a slice of $1,500. BLOM, all lowercase.
Ooh, can I something? I want to plug something.
As long as it's been officially endorsed by PokerStars, you're
Yeah, it's
welcome
me. I'm gonna plug myself.
Plug
We have to
yourself,
double check to see if
For-
Vanessa's been officially
You guys should check out my
endorsed by
SoundCloud.
PokerStars.
Check out my SoundCloud. I don't know for the people out there who don't know, but I'm DJing and producing music now. .com/Lady Maverick. And Twitter, also twitter.com/Vanessa Russo, ROUSSO. And that's my plug.
What is the style of the music?
I write electronic music, but I do all types of music. You can't, I mean, obviously, like here at the PCA, for instance, techno, it probably wouldn't be the right thing.
Right. You got to mix in some Motown.
Yeah, my own personal preference is like, you know, house, dubstep,
EDM?
EDM, exactly. You know, trance, but you know, being a DJ, you really have to get into all different kinds of music and learning how to perform with all the different kinds of beats and tempos and harmonies and things that are out there. So
I can think of a really famous DJ that has a poker-related name. Paul Oakenfold.
that's funny. Open vault.
Here you go, Paul Oakenfold.
Don't humour him.
That's
Lame
good.
jokes.
That's
By-
so good.
By the way, in an awesome piece of synergy/cross promotion, we filmed a bit of your DJing, and we've got that footage a bit later on. So
Where? You mean the footage is this?
Later on in life, we mean.
You mean like today?
no,
For our
not today.
TV show.
I was gonna say that would be some quick turnaround.
We do have a pretty interesting hand happening here. Pair and a gut shot for both players. Scott's pair slightly better. Nick's gut shot slightly better.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's tough though in Scott's spot. You know, three-handed or four-handed with a top pair 8-4 kicker. Way stronger than it would be in a full ring game, but it's the kind of thing he might even be. So he's probably really trying to get a read here.
This is the kind of hand Nick could push with if he wanted to. Push around, I mean. Maybe not necessarily. Push all in.
I mean, there are so many hands that scare Scott. You know, I mean, there's two straights, a lot of combo draw type situation things, even obviously better top pairs. So I wonder if it would work. My instinct probably wouldn't work to push Scott off from my experience playing with Scott, but
Before, you know, he said he didn't know what he would do. He might not know what
he
he's
might
going to
not
do
know
here
for sure.
until Nick first. It's like Nick just calls.
Go to the river. We see Coleman hit two pair.
Let's put that 4 card.
Got an 8.
Scott probably hates his hand, yeah.
You got river.
Been there.
Let's get some of the coming in. Asks, which Vanessa is there calling the action? Well, the fact that we haven't yet asked what on earth were you doing with 7-5 in that hand means it's not Selpst. We've got Oakley here who says, smartest one in the booth now. Yes, I would agree with you. And Austin asked, what are you all doing in your downtime? Any of you guys had a chance to go to the water parks? Some of them look incredible. How many years now have you been coming to the PCA, Vanessa? Is this like the 6th or
It's
7th?
Everyone asked me
14th
that. I don't know. I
PCA.
can see 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 10. There cannot be that many. Is this?
This is your 6th time.
Oh my! Wait, maybe 5th or 6th. I think I missed it one year, but yeah, wow.
But you've had plenty of opportunities on all the water slides. You've been through the Shark
Yeah,
Tank.
in fact,
you've-
last year I think I even snuck into the water slides in after
At
hours.
nighttime.
That was fun.
sneaking into the water slides is you might accidentally sneak into the shark tank.
One of our group did that. I'll leave her name nameless.
What recent was this?
It was last year.
Does she have an English accent?
Maybe, maybe not.
I saw her tweeting, the person we're talking about how PCA needs to add staff whenever she's on her way here.
She's not kidding.
I just done any of the water slides here since. Just thought I'd drop that one in there.
And all of the people who paid.
So
I saw an Englishman beam of white light. I could see skin.
wait, hold on. Wait, got it.
What's the total?
What are the? How many places did they pay in this?
It's top 8. So they all made the money by making.
Did Vanessa cash?
She did not. She
No,
bust
she
at
did not.
11th. Oh, what was the hand about?
7-5 and she triple barrel bluffed and basically into the nuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sucks when they have the nuts when you do that.
Yeah.
Probably would have worked if you didn't
I
have
kind
the
of feel
nuts.
sorry for Vanessa because it kind of happens to her a lot on TV.
She also wins a lot on TV, so there you go.
Fair point.
Yeah, the board came 4 clubs and Doc Sands had the ace of clubs. And not a great run out for her triple barrel.
Looks like Doc Sands will call Shulman's 3-bet and we will see a flop. Well, the flop would have been funky, that's for sure.
Flop. Ace high and a gut shot for Nick. It's been checked. He was the last aggressor. He's in position.
How come there's no percentages? What happened to those?
We'll get him.
Okay. Wake up back there, guys. All right, let's see if I can do these percentages. Okay, hold on. Okay, 3, 4. I would say it was about 5.
Now we're on the turn.
Yeah, well,
Another dude.
so now we are at, hold on, 3, 6, 12, 88, 12. That's my guess. Oh, I was pretty close.
Pretty
80,
close.
14. 80, yeah. 80,
Very
14.
impressive, Vanessa. Well, just got better. What are the percentages now, smarty pants?
That percentage are that it's percentage to win any money in.
Roughly 10 minutes left on the way.
Doc should just be like, I'm not going to call, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm done now. And that's an easy fold.
Disappointing.
Thank.
We saw Scott there Twitter that things have been going pear-shaped for Siva, even though wrong.
He's not put a foot wrong. What's that mean?
Means that he hasn't actually made any mistakes. It's just been unlucky the way the final table's played out for him.
Scott's a really, I mean, he's a very methodical player, and he doesn't generally make mistakes, so you would
Asked put a foot wrong means, but going
yeah, no, what's going pear-shaped?
It's all gone horribly Pete Tong.
Pete Tong?
As a DJ, but it's also rhyming slang. If things go wrong, Pete Tong.
That's
And
like British
pear-shaped is
humor.
what,
That must be
though?
British
Pear-shaped
humor.
means obviously a circle is. It's gone horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wow.
Some of that classic British wit.
2 nations divided by language.
It's gone pear-shaped. It's gone banana.
The humor on this show's gone pear-shaped.
Maybe like 5 for less 'cause of an ante, but 1.2.
That's what, 160?
Fruit idioms we can have. Okay, ready? bananas. How about just two countries are apples and oranges?
All right, I'm plumb tuckered out.
Oh, okay, wait. Well, no. I just thought of inappropriate.
Sometimes if you want to come up with a good joke, you have
Oh. Yeah, I have a feeling this game.
the other game ever. The ones where you win money.
Apple.
There we go. Came back. She rivered me.
Cats 3 bets 300. Doc Sands folding the big. The action's back.
Now, with the way Katz has been playing, you'd think this means something. He's just called almost. Katz is not third.
Wow, I'm
That's a
really
big-
surprised.
A
You
little
said-
tilted. Might be the other. Which is true.
That's a pretty good flop for Scott.
Really? Wow. And that's everything I was about to just say. So
Got Seaver the
He also if he shoved that would fold. He knew it all.
so like the world's worst flop. 3-bet. So doesn't mean he'll let go of it, but
Not turning fours here very.
people's initial instincts are what to do, and then after they tank for 20 minutes, what their decision is, how it would end up being, and how and they're wrong. So therefore, the whole game could be more efficient if we just had a time clock.
Vanessa Gladwell over here, everybody.
I don't know what that means, but
Malcolm Gladwell wrote that book about.
oh yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I sometimes just need a little help.
Oh, the references are deep and really not all that funny.
Like, well, at least we're not throwing tomatoes at you. Oh, another
Technically
fruit.
a fruit, fine. Technically a fruit.
I get by with technicality points right there. I don't think I know any other fruit analogies, though. I gotta be honest.
I quit, but
How could you quit? It's a fun game.
okay, hold on.
Meanwhile, Katz has checked.
Can I make a similar joke with a different fruit?
Okay.
You know, because Scott obviously contemplating his decision here, using his melon.
Well, that's enough. Seriously, I'm calling time on this. It's not working.
It's not working?
No.
Oh. Okay. Did we just get, I think we just got put in the corner.
We got cut off. Yeah, we're
Okay.
we're in radio jail right now.
Radio jail. Not as exciting as real jail, but not that I would know.
Exciting isn't necessarily the word
you know,
I use for
Have you ever been arrested,
jail.
Vanessa?
Seriously, have you met me?
I have met you.
Yeah, no.
But sometimes it's the quiet ones you have to worry about.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm really boring.
Hi, Sam.
I surprisingly also never been arrested, but I have my fingers crossed.
There's still time for you.
That's right.
Seb wants to point out on Twitter that you made the Oakenfold joke.
Yes.
And of course, one of Oakenfold's record labels is Maverick Records. So
Is
nice
it?
little bit
Wow,
of synergy
that's
there.
a glitch in the matrix right there. Full circle.
So Scott Seaver, the low man, with a 22 big blind stack. Sand still out in front with more than a 2-to-1 lead over Nick Schulman, who's second on the leaderboard. We've got our first email of the day. Most people now tweet using the hashtag PCALive. We do get a few emails to nuts@pokerstars.tv. And David has a question for Vanessa Russo. It says, hi Vanessa, what is your opinion on Phil Helmer's blow-ups?
That's such a loaded question. Wow.
Well, he hasn't had one in a long
I
time.
mean, Phil's
has
a
he?
friend of mine, so I mean, look. I think there are other players who are far more well known for blow-ups than him. Actually, I think in fact, if anything,
At least more recently.
yeah. I mean, at least the thing in fact that I've known Phil the most for is his tremendous patience. He holds on like a sometimes like he's like the fungus on your toe that you can't get rid of. He's like the short stack that could.
Gross.
He holds on forever, but well, I don't have fungus on my feet, but still.
The awful thing is, you do realise, Vanessa, as someone who used to work in the tabloid media, that the headline would be Russo, Helmuth is a fungus.
Probably. Well, you know. So yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm not a real
Look, I say the same thing
controversial type.
to
So.
similar questions, which is there are like far more positive things you can say about Phil Hellmuth than negative things.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like his antics at the table, but I will tell you, away from the table, he's actually a really, really great guy.
He's an absolute sweetie.
Yeah, no, he really is. He's also a good father and good husband, which are two good qualities. But as far as at the table, I mean, it's not my style, but to each their own. That's why it's an individual sport. And yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm sure that's not the answer you were looking for, but boring.
She's going to throw a chair later in homage.
I gift to Scott.
Appreciated it.
I also feel like just those blow-ups haven't really happened lately. Like,
I got 1-7.
anything anyone's referring to is stuff that happened at least a year ago, if not more.
Did you see the World Series of Poker Europe final table?
No, did he have a blow-up there?
He lost it with some of his opponents from time to time.
Okay.
Oh, really? I didn't see it.
You had 0 outs.
It could have been that good if I didn't see it.
I had
Runner runners.
I had an underpair.
You had sick runners you needed.
Not even one runner?
No.
Oh, come on, Scott. Nobody believes that.
Turning a set would not be good. Promise.
Correct.
Promise.
Ding,
Wait, you didn't
ding,
want to
ding.
scare me off and just shove pre-flop?
No.
I would have called.
I didn't know.
Oh, I would have.
Had I known.
He did know
Had
what the
I
flop
known,
was
I
going to be.
wouldn't. Had I known, I still wouldn't have done
You had
that.
like a king, queen, and you just wanted to see a flop.
I promise turning a set.
Well, you know what? We'll find out soon
Exactly.
enough.
That's why I can just save this and be fine.
I don't know. The rumor about you is you always lie about your hand.
That is true.
Even when you know it's going to be on
I will
film.
bet you $5
That you had me beat?
that.
What's the rumor about Scott? That he's a liar?
Yeah.
No, about his hands.
You know Scott's telling the truth because he put $5 on it.
I didn't know that. That's good information.
I've
Really?
never heard of a poker player. He's one of those poker players who lies about his hands.
No, I always just say I'm not going to tell if I'm going to lie. I just say
Do you
I'd rather
metagame
not
people? Do you tell
part of
them
the game, right?
stuff after the hand that isn't true? Do you just keep your mouth shut? What do you do, Vanessa?
I'd listen. Yeah, I'm more of a
should I
listener,
tell Vanessa
information
that-
acquirer. I think that
that
instead of
double
trying to
check
mislead
after
people, it's better to give them nothing. Because I think a lot of times when you're misleading them, you're giving away things. For instance, maybe you stumble in your voice or something when you're saying it. So even though you're telling them false information, you give that away.
You're
In
still
the manner
telling them some information.
you're giving them information, and I
Right.
think in a game of incomplete information, none is better than some, even if it's incorrect.
Do you
because-
actively try to get information out of people? Let's say a drunk Swedish girl sitting next to you. Would you be like, hey, what'd you have on that hand?
No, that was like the ladies' event. The ladies' event is like an anomaly. It's something different. It doesn't count. I'm like, I don't know what happens to me in ladies' events. I'm like super
Do you hug people when they
friendly.
bust
Like
out? I
like,
love the bust out hugs.
Like you know, it's like, well, I don't know about all that, but it's like I'm normally not very talkative at the table, but in ladies' events, it's like I don't shut up. Like the women are just super nice, and like everyone's like rooting for each other. It's like,
Well, it's something a little bit more for the fans probably than like playing like a 25K
yeah, I mean,
or, or a 10K event.
What? So I'm just slightly shocked that
Chips.
Katz has
When I get
defended his
asked
big
to break
blind
them
with
down,
Queen
but I
Deuce
can't- I
here.
can't count
It's
them.
like 1-8.
suited.
That's fine.
They're four-handed. I would have. Not that, that means it's right, but still.
I think something that you can take into account is they're all chatting now. Maybe he feels a little comfortable.
Hope he doesn't fall in love with second pair here. Robbie just confirming to the players that this is the last hand of the level, and then there'll be a 15-minute break. When they come back, the blinds will be up to 5,100 with a 10K ante.
Looks like Joe Chong has joined the rail.
180. All right, I'll let you sucker me in.
Deuce on the turn would not be good. Or the case
Spade
queen
on
for
this
that
round would be
matter.
exciting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's not going to be. No more excitement.
But is this where he thinks, another ace on the board? That means you can't possibly have an ace.
I know, yeah, that is what he's thinking. And now but the deuce kicker's still concerning. But still, you're thinking like, okay, so the odds are so much less likely that he has an ace, and since I have a queen and there's a queen, there's so much less likely that he has a queen. Therefore, I must be ahead. Yeah, he's going to lose a little bit more on this hand. Probably. It would be amazing not to.
He's made some pretty tight folds throughout this final table.
I think even him saying, "I'll let you sucker me in," is giving away a little too much.
I like a min raise here. I think that for another 270,000, you find out right away where you're at. Whereas if you just call and then you have to check call a bigger bet than 270 on the river, it's just tough. And right away you can find out for you min raise that, and you're still in it with 1.1 million. You know, it's one of those things. You sort of need to find out where you're at, and unless you're just superhuman people reader. You need to bet to figure out where you're at here. Or I would have liked the lead, actually, because if he got raised, he could fold.
This will be the last hand of the level. For those of you asking about the main event and the Open Face Chinese tournament, we're focused on this Super High Roller final table, so check out the PokerStars blog if you want to follow the action in the other events taking place here at Atlantis.
Well, Kerry's certainly playing like Doc with all his tank time.
Looks like he's going to min raise it. Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Oh wow,
Folding's
that's
good too?
amazing. That's actually amazing.
Nice bet.
That's amazing.
Good bet.
I can't believe that.
He has made some pretty
That's
tight
pretty
laydowns,
amazing. I
though.
mean, with the ace on the turn, folding the second pair there to such a small bet, or all things considered in the pot.
So still four
Amazing
players.
fold.
Katz
Wow.
and Siva kind of tied at the bottom half of the leaderboard. David Sands at the top end. Vanessa, thank you for dropping by. Are you staying with us? We're going on a break now. Will you come back after the break?
That's why we have to do a count.
I guess I do what the powers that be tell me to do, but I think I'm coming back.
That would be awesome.